Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am downtown Chattanooga today, and I am doing a photo walk for another video. I thought, what better time but to do a photo walk talk about my walking around in Rome. And this will be my last video on Rome. I know y'all are grateful for that. Not a lot to talk about as far as history goes, but I will take you through just a few shots that I took and sort of what I was thinking and a little bit of what I saw. And then you can go to the Flickr page and see the rest of them. Some of the pictures have already been posted with other videos, so there's a little bit of an overlap there. Let's start with the Spanish Steps. So I had this picture in mind, which is always a fatal flaw, of what I wanted to get on the Spanish Steps. And so let me put this picture up here for you to look at. This is at the top of the steps looking down, and you can see down in the plaza there is a fountain. And my idea was to set up behind that fountain looking at the steps, and then I would be able to sort of use the fountain as a foreground and then be able to get the steps. I wanted to get there before sunrise while the lights were still on, shooting at f/22 to get starbursts on the lights. And that was my plan. Now, a couple of things hindered me from doing that. Number one, my suitcase didn't arrive, and my brand new Peak Design travel tripod was in that suitcase. So even under the best of circumstances, I could not have set up behind the fountain because I had to use the Platypod and put the camera on the ground. However, in addition to that, what I saw as I walked around Rome is that almost all of the fountains had fences around them because of COVID. So you couldn't get close, you couldn't take decent pictures. Well, you could take close-up pictures, but to get the overall fountain in the shot, the fencing was just too much in the way. So I had to set up in front of the fountain, putting my Platypod on the ground, shooting with my 15 to 35 at f/22, and I got a couple of decent pictures. And I took a lot of pictures, none of which I was really happy with, but I got a couple of pictures that I was. And one, I left the perspective in place that the wide-angle lens gives you with all the walls closing in at the top. And then I took another picture where I had sort of given myself enough room and I straightened up all of the walls. And so those were my two shots on the Spanish Steps. So if you go to the Spanish Steps in Rome, just remember you can no longer sit on the Spanish Steps. That is against the law. And it's either a 300 or 500 euro fine, and they do have police there all day to catch you. So just keep that in mind. They're beautiful. They are a lot of steps. So if you walk to the top, it's a lot of steps. The nice thing is about every 11 steps you have a place where you can walk a little bit flat, so it's not like you got to climb them all at once. Other than that, one of the things that I thought that I would be taking pictures of was street food, because when I think of street food, I think of like New York and other places where there are street food vendors on the sidewalk and they've got a little cart set up, or they've got some kind of I don't know, something out on the street actually where you walk up, buy food. That is not the case in Rome. I did capture a picture here of a guy selling chestnuts, and you will find them all over the city where they set up a little charcoal pit and cook their chestnuts there on the street corner. I have yet to buy any, but they did look really good. But typically street food in Rome is you walk into a deli, typically that doesn't have any seating. And so you buy something and eat it on the street. That could be pizza, that could be sandwiches, that could be whatever. So I did take a few pictures of some of the food available for street food. I did take a food tour, but I didn't take my camera. And I really didn't take a lot of pictures because it was just me and the tour guide, and I really wanted to pay attention to what I was learning and not to be rude by taking pictures all the time. In addition to that, bicycles are everywhere, so you can take pictures of bikes pretty much on any street corner or in any back alley. Just wait for the light to be right, and you can pick up those kinds of things. I threw this picture in because this is right outside my hotel. Now, my hotel is a really swanky place. Harry's Bar and Hotel there in Trevi. And, you know, they have had in their restaurant, they have had Hollywood celebrities. Anthony Hopkins has eaten there. Barack Obama has eaten there. Hillary Clinton's eaten there. They have a number of people on their website who have dined there. But when you walk out the door, this is the street. And so it is, it's indicative of the fact that Rome, while it is a beautiful place, Rome is a dirty, nasty, filthy place in a lot of ways because people just throw stuff. They just throw it on the ground. And I'll put up a few more pictures here at the end, but roughly, I didn't take as many photo walk kinds of photos as I thought I might. I packed my 24 to 240 lens for that kind of thing and wound up, you know, the first couple of days I was so worried about my suitcase and trying to get that organized, I didn't go out much. And so I didn't take nearly the kind of pictures I thought I would. But you can get kind of an idea of the kinds of things that I walked around within the little area from my hotel to Trevi Fountain to the Pantheon to Piazza Navona, the other direction to the Spanish Steps, back around to the Colosseum. That's one thing I'll throw up here at the end. I did walk to the Colosseum one morning. I was going to take a tour. When I got there, I decided I just wasn't in the mood, and so I canceled the tour at the last minute. But I did walk past the Roman, the ruins of the Forum and other places along the way. And those are really interesting. And I think that's about it. So I hope that you've enjoyed the trip to Rome. I hope to go back sometime and actually have all of my equipment with me to take what I really want to take. And some clothing. That would be good. But in the meantime, I'm going to get back to this photo walk downtown in Chattanooga, and you'll hear about that in another video. Until next time, enjoy yourself a cup of coffee, take a few pictures, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, all the kinds of great things that help me out, and I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.